Bohemian Rhapsody. We've just come out. Leah's in her Queen t-shirt, as you can see.
Queen! Massive super fan of Queen, so this was a really exciting one for me to watch. And you haven't really got to know Queen, have you? You weren't really a big fan before. I was always a big fan.
I also wasn't not a fan. I've definitely appreciated
Queen. I went to see them last year with Adam Lambert and Dad, and was very, very excited about this movie. So let's go.
Yeah. I'm so impressed with the film, and I'm going to be listening to a lot more.
I mean, you can probably hear in my voice. I had a little, not a little tear, like quite a lot of tears.
Leah got very emotional. It was very moving. It's one of those films, obviously, you know the end of the film, you know where it's going.
It doesn't get any easier though.
No, it's not.
But I have to say, the performances the whole way through were absolutely, for me, they were outstanding.
Rami Malek was incredible.
Rami Malek was amazing.
He's going to be nominated for an Oscar. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
For me this year, he's
fantastic.
The Oscar winner for Best Actor. That was,
from what you've seen.
From what I've seen so far.
Yeah. Watching A Star Is Born and then watching Bohemian Rhapsody or Bo Rap, you felt like you're watching two films that are going to be obviously up for a lot of extraordinary. I think it was one of those performances, you're watching it. I have recently tried to watch quite a bit of Freddie Mercury behind the scenes footage so that I'd be able to watch the film and then compare and then see how close he was to the real thing. And it's one of those performances where it didn't feel like he was playing Freddie Mercury. It felt like he was being Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, definitely. And I think not only was he outstanding, but you've got to give credit to everyone in the band.
Yeah.
I mean, not only was the likeness ridiculous, the performances and the camera time was fair, I thought, as well. It wasn't.
They all got their time in the sun.
They did. It all was focused.
Amazing
around
casting.
The band.
Amazing casting. Not just Rami Malek, but across the board. Really, really extraordinary casting, actually. Especially when you're showing the footage at the end. I always love that in films, biopics, where you get to see a little bit of the real people at the end of the film, when they obviously showed the band performing "Don't Stop Me Now," which was fantastic.
I mean, the Live Aid performance at the end was just, I mean, how emotional. And the great thing about Rami Malek is when he has screen time, you just can't take your eyes off him. He just pulls you in. He pulls you in, and his storytelling was.
He's an actor that I saw, I think, for the first time in The Pacific. I don't know whether you ever saw that, which he was in with Joseph Mazzello, who was John Deacon in the band. So that's the first time they've acted together since then. He was also Tim in Jurassic Park. Sorry, that's not a great way to show his little goggles.
With a monocle. Tim with a monocle.
Do you remember little Tim in Jurassic Park with his monocle? I love going back to The Pacific. He was absolutely brilliant in that, a bit part really, and he played a proper little nutcase. And I thought, I'd love to see more of that actor. I haven't seen Mr. Robot. We've not watched that, have we? But apparently he's brilliant. Such
a strong performance from Lucy Boynton, who plays Mary in it as well. I mean, she was just so lovable and so. Oh, the storyline, they were just so perfect together. But obviously, you know what happens, and the fact that they stay in each other's lives, I just thought was just so wonderful and so emotional. True,
and obviously tinged with sadness, because you know ultimately what happens to Freddie, that they don't end up together, and the reasons for that. So it was really sad.
It really just showed you,
but very moving, particularly at the end.
It shows you such an insight into the music industry as well, and what it would have been like in the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah, very different.
Very. I mean, and the fact that Queen rose to fame, and they had their own say.
Yeah.
They weren't tied in by the managers anymore. So to wrap this up, I would give this film a solid 5. I absolutely loved everything about it. I thought they portrayed Freddie Mercury as a wonderful and unique performer. You saw a lot of darkness in his life, but you saw a lot of light in his life.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was one of those movies that you're just not going to forget in a hurry. And I think they did Freddie Mercury proud.
So 5 out of 5 for Bo Rap.
I would give it that.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5.
Pretty good. We Will Rock You.
Fantastic. Brilliant film.
Rock You. Bo Rap.
Bo Rap.
Loved it.